Guys, it's not that I'm God's gift to cocktails, and it's not that I belong to the Illuminati. The reason I make these cocktails, you guys can do this too. All I do is I follow the recipe and I ask myself, do I like it? And if I like it, I really like it, here you go, enjoy. But if I'm like, it's okay, but it's not great, I ask myself why. Is it too tart? Is it too sweet? Is it too strong? Is it too weak? And then I just make my adjustment and get it inside that flavor zone, and boom. As long as I'm using fresh ingredients and quality spirits, I've got a great cocktail every single time. May not be your cup of tea, but you're like, but I get it. It's delicious. It's balanced. Just to illustrate this, I was in London and I did something, and I was coming in advance. I said, oh, go ahead and pick me up a bunch of ingredients, anything. You can be as esoteric as you want. And I was thinking by esoteric that they were going to get me like maybe red bell peppers, and which I love in cocktails, by the way. Or I thought they were going to get me some dragon fruit. That's exotic. Okay, well, whatever. They brought back smoked oysters. They brought back toothpaste. They brought back all kinds, octopus in a can, everything you can imagine. They said, hey, here's, in addition to fresh fruits and ingredients. So I taught the lesson that I'm teaching you today. Balance the acid, sugar, and alcohol. Balance it out, make a great cocktail. And I said, have at it. And I had it all out there for them to break up into teams, into groups, and to create their own original cocktail, but to balance it out and make it taste great. And they were doing that and having a good time and creating these new cocktails. And of course, I got 3 clowns. There's always 3 clowns, right? There's always the class clown. So these 3 guys, they were British. They go ahead and they made the most disgusting, the most vile, the most nasty cocktail you can imagine. And they said, hey, Brian, make that taste good. And they handed it to me, and I smelled, I was like, oh. I said, okay, well, let's get to it. And I made one huge adjustment because it needed it. And I tasted it, I said, nope. And I made another adjustment, a sizable adjustment. And I tasted it, and I said, it's getting there. And I made a very rare third adjustment because this cocktail was danky, it was nasty. I put it in the third adjustment. Is it? And I said, yeah, all right. And I handed it back to the guy. And this is the quote that I want to get across to you guys. The guy tasted it, he sipped off of it, and he said, and this is a quote, and forgive my British accent, he said, my God, if I didn't know what was in this, I would drink it. Acid, sugar, and alcohol. If we balance out our cocktails, we will always have, and we use fresh ingredients, we'll always have the best tasting cocktails in town. You just have to commit to it.